What is up, YouTube Nation? Cyanide here, co-leader of Nation Clan Official. If you haven't been following us on Twitter, then you probably might not know that there was actually a press conference held by Sony at Gamescom just a couple hours ago, wrapped up. So I was tweeting along with the event on the Nation Clan Twitter, at Nation Clan PS3, link in the description. And so I'm just here to bring a recap to you who didn't know about it, and I'm going to start talking about it right now here in this video for you. So first thing they showed was Gran Turismo 6, and it looked pretty fucking sexy. Graphics just in that game, I don't know why, all the Gran Turismo games, their graphics are just so sleek. Next thing they talked about was Little Big Planet Hub, and basically it takes the multiplayer aspect of all the Little Big Planet games, and it's a free download. And it's basically everything that they had in Little Big Planet multiplayer, but it's free, and you could pay for costumes and stuff. They talked about that, and that's going to be on the PS4, I believe. What else next? Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out September 17th, I believe it is. 17th or 16th? I don't know. But they're going to have a PS3 bundle at launch, and special edition PS3 to come with the game. And starting this Friday, if you pre-order the Grand Theft Auto 5, for the PS3, I believe, only, or just PS3 or whatever, you get a exclusive 70 or 75% off discount for Rockstar games, so that's pretty sweet. Next, they talked about a lot about the PlayStation Vita. PlayStation Vita, major titles coming out: Arkham Origins, the Batman game, Lego Marvel, Football Manager, and Borderlands 2. Sorry, I'm looking at the Twitter stream right over here. What else is there? PlayStation Vita is also now $199 US or euros, and they're bringing significant discounts to the memory cards. Memory cards were, and still are, ridiculously expensive at launch. I remember there was huge controversy over it, and they're finally just now lowering the price. At the price of $199, I might buy one, just because later on they announced that every single PS4 game will be remotely playable with your PS Vita. So that means you're playing a game on your PS4, you bought it, you want to get going, you got it on the PS Vita, you can play on the go. So I find just amazing the way the technology is working for that. What else do we have? Murasaki Baby was a thriller-looking horror kind of game. It was an indie game. They got huge into the indie games. It's basically you touch your screen like this, and you move the stuff, and it's pretty cool. It looked more like an app, but that was cool. What else is there? Big Fest looked like an awesome game. All the more made me want to get that PS Vita, because it's basically like a SimCity kind of roller coaster tycoon game, but it's basically you're running a music festival and you're trying to become the best music promoter. I love it. I'm huge into music, so I thought that was a great idea for the game. They basically were going on with some indie stuff, talking about indie gaming, and I just think that's the way the future gaming is going. Microsoft isn't seeming to do nearly as much as what the PS4 is going to be doing with indies, so that's great to hear. So then they went into the PS4, huge, talking about a lot of blockbuster titles, Watch Dogs, Killzone. What else do we have here? Rapture. Rapture was a game. They talked about some new stuff. Rapture was sweet. They made a big deal about, it's the indie developer revolution, and really that's what's happening. I mean, they're really pushing for indie development, and I think that's great, because what I noticed later on in the press conference is every PS4 game they talked about pretty much was a shooter of some kind, whether it was straight up first-person shooter or if it was just some game that involved guns in some way. I was just at this point, I was sick of hearing about gun games, and all the indie developer games really aren't that much like that, and it gives a chance to break out of the mold of the box of the Call of Duty or first-person shooter games. So that was great to see that they were pushing a lot of indie stuff. Rime was another game that looked pretty interesting. What else was there? Shadow of the Beast. See, and at that point, before they announced Shadow of the Beast, I was like, okay, really, I'm sick of hearing about these shooter games. But Shadow of the Beast looked like almost like a God of War kind of game. It reminded me, it's got that kind of feel of God of War. It really looked like an interesting game that I'd love to check out. Killzone Shadowfall. I've never played a Killzone game. I see them all the time. They look interesting, but Killzone Shadowfall really did look pretty cool. Next major thing they announced, that Twitch TV is now on PS4. So it's no longer an Xbox exclusive, so it's on the PS4. So I was very excited about that. So And later on, Twitch, let me find it here, Twitch confirmed. They said, to clarify, this is a quote from their tweet, to clarify, Twitch on PlayStation 4 will allow you to stream from the PS4 with a separate app for viewing channels, the best of both worlds. So, there you have it right there. You're going to be able to stream from Twitch and watch Twitch streams on the PS4. So, what more could we want now? Plenty more, trust me, it's coming. So, they talked a lot about PlayStation Plus, and if you get, once you're a first-time owner of the PS4, you'll be able to get a 14-day free trial, so that's good. But you could also, I forget exactly how they worded it, but there's some promotion about if you get the PlayStation Plus and carry it over to your PS4, there's some kind of deal there. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag looked really sick. They showed a nice demo and trailer of it, and it's really, I like how they do different themes with the game. Like they had the Revolutionary War one, and now it's pirate based. I think that's really cool how they have the different things going for it. Then they talked about, I was really confused about this. I honestly didn't understand it that much. The PlayStation Playroom, it's basically like, kind of like how the Kinect is, like the default stuff with the Kinect is basically what this Playroom thing was, and it's going to be pre-installed on all PlayStations. They showed it, it was pretty cool, but I honestly just really didn't understand it that well. So, the next, they showed, this is when they talked about the remote play. They showed some remote play of Assassin's Creed 4 on the Vita, and it was so sick. It was, I think that's the coolest thing ever. They showed that. Then they said they announced a blockbuster movie will be produced based on Watch Dogs. They showed a lot of Watch Dogs, some trailers, and it was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't really know much about it before, but it seems interesting. Let me know what you think. Next, they made the most exciting announcement, and it was so brief. It was the most brief thing they said in the whole press conference, but it's something that made me personally the happiest out of the whole press conference. It was literally one sentence, pretty much, but they announced that a new game is finally coming to they announced that a new game was coming to the PlayStation 4, and all of a sudden they had a bunch of creepers walk out on stage, and yes, Minecraft is going to be on the PlayStation 4. I was so fucking excited that Minecraft is on the fucking PlayStation 4. Hell yes! Then they showed some other game that I completely missed, some MMO that I missed because I was too excited about fucking Minecraft on the PS4. So, I'm sorry about that. You could rewatch the highlights of it somewhere else. But Minecraft on PS4, everybody. Minecraft on the fucking PS4. What else is there? Oh, then they had Mr. House come back out. He closed the whole press conference. Hadn't come out yet. But he's out at the end. Mr. House announced PS3 12GB. Is now going to be 199 euros or $199. So basically right now, 12GB PS3, 199, PS Vita, 199. You can get both of them the same. I think that's a really great fucking... And the last bit of news announced was that if you buy a PS3 game now on select titles such as Battlefield 4, COD Ghosts, I think Assassin's Creed was on the list. If you buy the PS3 hard copy now, when the PS4 version comes out, you will then be able to buy, if you bought the PS3 version disc, you will be able to buy a digital download of said game on the PS4 for a reduced price, for a limited time only. So that's more, that kind of needs a little bit more clarification, but that's a pretty cool idea that they're doing that. So they didn't say the discount or anything, but Mr. House did let us know that that was confirmed and that they are going to do that. So that's a great idea if you want to get the game now, but want to get it on PS4 later also. So there's that. That's when he then clarified that all PS4 games are remote playable on PS Vita. And then he kind of dissed out Microsoft by basically giving them middle fingers and basically saying how that Sony hasn't changed their ideas. Sony hasn't gone back on what they said. They've always been honest with us. And that's the truth, because Microsoft really eats a bunch of fucking dicks when it comes to this stuff. The way they turned on what they said with the Xbox One is complete fucking horseshit. But disregarding that, he then announced that the PlayStation 4 will be announced November 15th in the US and November 29th in Europe for the $399 with already over 1 million pre-orders. So November 15th in the US, and I believe it's November 29th if you're in Europe. So $399 European euros and US dollars. That's about it. That was pretty much all that was said. That's what was important to me. If there's something that I missed or something that you find important, let us know in the comments down below, right there in my fucking crotch. So let us know if there's anything that you find interesting. Let's talk about it. Let's get discussing something and stay engaged. Don't forget also, new upload went up today. Annotation will be right here in my hands. Click right here if you want to see today's new video. Nice league play game by Nation Colors. And basically that's all there is to talk about. We got some great new stuff coming for you guys soon on the channel here. Basically a lot of good stuff. Some new series we're going to be starting. Some new gameplay stuff. And just definitely feedback is what we really need, guys. Thanks for all the support over the past couple months. It's been really great so far. And stay tuned because we do have a lot of great stuff coming soon. Peace out, guys. Remember, one nation under COD. Bitches!